Now that's a better looking 24 hours, isn't it? Good morning. Fish the Beach Bum Investor here with your cryptocurrency discussion and report, much cheerier one, for the 4th of February 2018. Strong kickback from the market overnight. Really good to see. I've come in early because I've got things to do this afternoon. So we may get people in, we may not. See who's in for the chat now. No one. Awesome. Okay, let's pop that out. Sweet. Yeah, so it's been a really solid kickback last 24 hours. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was Litecoin and LitePay, the introduction of LitePay. I spoke previously about how with Lightning Network coming on and Segwit, what value does Litecoin bring to the market? And I said they're going to have to keep innovating and stay in front of the game. And I think they've done that with LitePay. It looks to be an impressive addition to the merchant side, merchant payment side of crypto economy, and we'll take a look at that. I'll see who's in. Don't tell me Ethercept got in first. He did. Is Verge on the rise, is it? I think pretty much everything is, Mark J. Phil, I am well, thank you, mate. Hope you're well too. So I'm just having a look at Verge because it was called specifically as being on the rise. I want to see where it's sitting. Yeah, it's pretty consistent with the rest of the market. Hey, Hannah, how you going, mate? So yeah, let's pop over to screen share. I want to take a couple look at articles. I'll look at a couple of articles that I found. Hey, this is Kev. G'day, Kev. Hey, I may make a risky play with XVG, SIA, and Tron soon. They have huge hodl gang and potential, in my opinion. All-time bottom 2,000% profit potential. Good morning, Fish. Good morning, Kev. Verge has a big question session coming up with Sunarok, main dev. Thanks, Seb. That going to be on YouTube, man? Where's that happening? I'd like to watch that. I reckon that's a great idea to come out and have a public chat. Really good idea. Might reinstall some confidence from the investors who got a little bit soured with the lack of communication. So I think that's a brilliant idea. I'd like to watch that. Oh no, Mark G, what happened? Mark G said I lost 1,000 COS, being the COS exchange token, transferring from HitBTC to COS. Lewis Fieldhouse, hey mate. Trying to remember if I've seen you in before. Welcome. I saw one a while ago. Lewis Fieldhouse has asked me, did you see the Jordan Beaufort, Wolf of Wall Street guy, interview bashing BTC? I saw one a while back where he said it was a pyramid scheme. I was like, we're seriously going to take our advice from this guy? You guys have seen the movie, right? Phil Davis said, a review of Dent. Dent. That's was that the one that was giving out the coins to telco companies? Phil Davis? Blue Collar Crypto. Fish, Joseph Garnier here, Dr. Byteball. I got the live stream going, planning to go live after your show, talking Byteball, crypto, and having a blast. Sounds good, guys. Oh, what's the channel called? Joseph, if you can let me know what the channel's called, man, we'll give it a shout out. I'll come over and have a look afterwards. You can come on this show if you want as a warm-up. I don't know how that would work, though. I don't think you can cross straight over to your show. Oh, you've been on Discord for a little while now. Cool, Lewis. Yeah, I've probably seen you over there, man. I haven't been in Discord so much lately. I'll be back in there soon. I've almost finished all my work. Yes. Joseph Garnier said, I'm more brash than Fish, kind of like the After Hours program. I look forward to it, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Phil Davis, I think I've seen it, man, and I think their distribution model's pretty clever, provided it's adhered to, where they're actually giving the tokens out to the telco companies. Is that right? Have I got the right one there? And they're actually giving the coins out to the telecommunications companies and saying, well, basically you can decide whether to sell them or not and distribute them from there. I think it's reasonable. I know that, yeah, I know that there was someone who was in our group that wasn't a big fan of it. Someone actually put up a post saying that why they thought Dent was better left alone. And I did have a look at it. I forget, he actually sent me that post directly and said, Fish, I want you to see something I've written. So I did have a look into it briefly. Oh, cool. We can do that. Sweet. Yeah, if that's the one, Phil. I haven't got any just because, like, I haven't looked into it heaps, but I can't remember who our Discord member was who wrote an article about it saying, look, I'd be wary of this one. He copped a lot of flack over it too. He got roasted on it, but it depends on if that distribution method is above board and we find out that all the tokens are actually being given, or the vast majority are being given to telco companies to distribute. Could be something interesting. Chikai Hinahara's in. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys are sorted out. Yeah, sweet. So Lewis hasn't said anything negative about Dent. He was talking about Jordan Beaufort. So yeah, we can do that, Aethercept. Aethercept said, I want to practice with Zhao and Foet with you, Fish, dual stream. It is finicky. Have seen Box Mining and Ivan have problems. They seem to have it down now. Yeah, man, we should do some multi-streams amongst the crew now that we've got Dr. Byteballs getting online. And yeah, I think a few other people are looking to start up as well. So we can do multi-streams for sure. It's a bit more interactive, a bit more fun. You don't just have to stare at my ugly mug all day. So that's good. It's good to see the economy kicking back. Hey guys, let's just because I did put this in the stream title, I wanted to have a look at this LitePay feature coming out from Litecoin, or should I say, I don't know if I'd call it a feature. It's more of a program that allows merchants to actually transfer Litecoin directly into fiat, so negating any swings in the market if they're trying to use it, accept it as a form of payment in retail. It allows them to negate any swings in the market. I think it's really, really cool. So one of the biggest cryptocurrency-focused venture capital firms released some analysts of Zcash. Could be 60,000 by 2025. I'm not a fan of Zcash, man. It's just a lot is still going back to the founders, isn't it? Like 20% of the block rewards. Seems like a lot. Anyway, moving on. Let's have a look at Litecoin. I'm going to bring you over to screen share is what I'm going to do first. Killing it with tech as usual. And let's have a look at these Litecoin articles that I found. Now, this first one, I did put a link in the description. It's from express.co.uk, which I find pretty good with their articles, actually. Anyway, cryptocurrency news. Huge Litecoin announcement. Game changer. LitePay to launch in days. Litecoin, one of the world's leading cryptocurrencies, is poised for massive gains this week on the back of a game-changing announcement. The peer-to-peer crypto has been in the doldrums for weeks and was today trading at around $145, down from a high of more than $325 in December. However, fans of Litecoin, especially essentially a faster spin-off of Bitcoin, are convinced that a new payment processor called LitePay will send the price soaring. The Litecoin Foundation announced LitePay just before Christmas, but the actual launch of the product is expected this week. LitePay takes Litecoin out of the cyber realm and places it squarely in real life by allowing businesses to accept payment in Litecoin from anywhere on Earth. I don't know why they've excluded Mars. I'm sure Elon Musk will be a bit disappointed with that. Anyway, transactions will be super fast and allow UK-based customers to pay for products and services in dollars with no transaction charges. It's interesting that UK-based customers will pay in dollars. Anyway, okay. A Litecoin wallet will also be available for all major mobile and desktop browsers and instant withdrawals from Visa-compatible ATMs. And spend with any Visa merchant will be possible. So that's pretty cool. I think that's it. Oh, here we go. Palawar Siam, a research analyst at Lombardi Financial, called LitePay a game changer for Litecoin. She added, It would allow businesses to accept Litecoin without worrying about price volatility. Payments would be processed by LitePay instantaneously and settled directly with their banks. Take note that BitPay is currently charging about $5 transaction fees for processing Bitcoin transactions that take ages to confirm. The best part is that Litecoin users will be able to convert Litecoin to dollars and vice versa through their Visa-compatible LitePay cards, which will be usable at all ATMs or businesses that support Visa payments. I got to tell you, that's brilliant. Well done to the Litecoin Foundation. Well done to the Litecoin team. Look forward to seeing it out this week. Coming back to see what you guys think about all of that, because to me, I talked about how Litecoin would have to continue to innovate to stay in the game since Bitcoin have, there's wider use of SegWit and Lightning Network, increasing scalability, speed, reducing those fees. So yeah, I thought it would have to stay in there with innovation, and it looks like they've done that. I heard JP Morgan bought a lot of Zcash. That's interesting. Been doing some research today, have a theory that Richard Hart has moving into Byteball. Some of the buy orders are very large. It's possible. Yeah, I got some Dr. Byteball, thanks to Dr. Byteball. I don't have a stack of it, man. I was thinking about picking up more on those dips, but I've just been a bit cautious. I think that's what's happening at the moment. I think this is probably, by the way, I think the market could be reversed now. That was a pretty solid reversal overnight. If we see another good day of green, I think people will start jumping back on board. I don't know how quick, but I think you'll see a steady uptrend if we get another day of green. See what happens. But this is good news. This LitePay thing will be being announced, SegWit and Lightning Network getting implemented further. PIVX doing all sorts of crazy things in their development. And I'm sure other coins are as well. You've got Casper and Constantinople and sharding with Ethereum. There's a lot of good stuff coming to the crypto economy. Lewis Fieldhouse asked, so to use it in ATMs, they'll need a Visa card, right? Yeah, that's right. You'll need a card, not just the mobile app, I don't think, unless they set up specific ATMs. But the ATMs, like your bank ATMs that you see now, they can't facilitate, that I'm aware of, they can't facilitate a direct transaction with crypto. Maybe that's something they could look into. Like, you think about it, like you guys think about this, right? The big four banks in Australia are always colluding, but also competing with each other to get more of that market share. Now, imagine if one of the big four made their ATMs crypto ready, so you could deposit and withdraw crypto through the same ATM. And that would be brilliant, because then they'd be able to track spending and tax it, which is what they're so desperate to do. So I don't mind. I reckon it's still a step towards mass adoption. So that would seriously separate one of the big four banks. They've got the infrastructure in place right around Australia. Wouldn't be that hard to have the QR codes coming up on the screens. So you're just scanning in and scanning in and out. Anyway, just my thoughts. Stroyer's in. You guys smashing the ARC block sale. There's been a few good ones around Stroyer. Few good bargains to be had. I'm thinking about stocking up on some Litecoin, honestly. Could get real bullish when you can just start spending it easy and merchants can go, yeah, I can accept that, because it's just, don't care. It's, when you think about it, I used to be an eBay seller, right? And I didn't give a shit what people paid in, because it came to me in Australian dollars. So that will be the same with this LitePay system. But merchants won't care. It's another way for them to get business. They'll love it. As long as it's simple, easy to understand. There's no chargebacks or anything like that. That's the brilliant thing with crypto. You can't really, do a chargeback or decline the sale like you can on credit cards. So it's even more secure for merchants. I think it's brilliant. wanted to say well done again to the Litecoin Foundation. I think that's a brilliant move. Nice, Seb. Seb smashed Cardano yesterday for 55% gains. Well done, man. It takes balls to try and pick that bottom. Like, I think if it regains tomorrow, I might actually put some fiat in. I haven't done that in ages, but I got a little bit, so maybe I could put some in. If it runs green again tomorrow, I might try and wait for a little bit of a stabilization or a dip and then jump in, because I think that'll be a reversal of the trend. We get another day of green. NFC integration is possible with cooperation. Ethereum is trying to do this. Thanks, Phil. Shakil Ahmed, do you think merchants would ever want to accept privacy coins like Monero? I don't see how they would benefit because they would lose out of consumer data. Let me have a think. I think it'd be okay. I think there's going to be a need for it. I'd like a perfectly legal industry. I'm just talking like the adult entertainment industry. People might want to use privacy transactions for that. And like I've said before, it could be something that you know, flower shops and things like that accept, because the husband doesn't want the wife to know that he's bought flowers, which she can check on the chain if he leaves it as a transparent transaction. So it could be something, you know, you can just look at it like that as well. But it's an interesting point, Shakil Ahmed. Data collection is going to be, you know, data's been worth a lot of money for a long time. So, but I think like it depends on the business, Shakil, because businesses that are accepting, you know, that have good margins and are just operating as a business on sales, they'll forgo customer information when they accept cash in bricks and mortar store. They still get the sale, right? So I don't think that'll be any different. They'll still accept money. Yeah, QR code on ATM machine. I think it's totally doable, Lewis Fieldhouse. I think one of the banks should move on it. You know, what one of the smaller banks could do is move on that. They say, you know, we're fine with crypto. We'll even help you. You know, it's risky, and they fully say to people, look, it's risky, but we're not going to stop you. Not when we don't stop you putting money into sports betting sites, into online casinos, to online poker. That is actual gambling. Like, that's flat out gambling, and they allow that. So are they really concerned with the volatility? No. They just don't have control over it like they do the fiat game. That's the difference. Did you guys see the Nano Ledger announcement that they are hackable? No, I didn't see that, Mark G. Thank you. I was about to order one. They haven't been hacked, but they went public with the vulnerability and are fixing it. Okay, cool. They probably should have fixed it first. Oh, no, they should have fixed it first, in my opinion, because now they've exposed the vulnerability before fixing it. That doesn't seem like a logical way to do things. Also, all these Visa crypto card currently require KYC, so wouldn't that just defeat the whole purpose of a privacy coin? Shakil Ahmed, if you're looking to use it on a card, yes. Yes. But you don't have to purchase everything by card, man. Crypto can be used over the internet sans card. So privacy coins might be preferred in that respect, through online purchases where you don't even need a card. Or a QR reader like on train ticket barriers. Yeah, man. I think it can be done for sure. I might just start, like, I'm going to print out my QR code for my PIVX wallet and just chuck it up everywhere and say, download PIVX and donate it here because fish is awesome. See what happens. Yeah, Mark G's holding a bag of Cardano that he bought at $1. Oh, look, man, I'm confident when they actually get to releasing in that, you'll get a good valuation. There's some brilliant. I just thought it raced to a valuation above where it was, where its current stage of development was at. But a lot of the coins did, and arguably still have. So I don't know, man. But I don't think we've seen the top projects hit all-time highs, and I would, despite the fact I don't agree I didn't agree with its valuation at $1, it doesn't mean I don't see it as one of the top perspectives and one of the top potential projects, given the level of intelligence and the minds collaborating on that project. I think it's going to have a good future. Yeah, that was interesting, Kane Thomas. That was a cool little bit of information, man. Qtum are taking the whole robustness of their network pretty seriously and have launched a Qtum node into space. Very interesting. So they've obviously got nodes distributed right around the world, and they said, not enough. We're going to put one into orbit. Yeah, I think it's more of a publicity stunt than anything, man. I don't think it's necessary, because let's face facts. If if everything's wiped out on ground level somehow, I don't think money's going to be that important to us. It'll be back to food, water, and fend for yourself times. Societal breakdown. So, yeah, I think it's more of a publicity stunt than anything, but it's effective because we're talking about it. Plus, I like Qtum anyway. I do. How many coins have they released on top of the Qtum network? Does anyone actually know the answer to that off the top of their head? Yeah, cool, Marto. Marto said, yeah, I got back in too early and then it dropped again. I was so pissed, but waiting a bit to see if it bottoms out again. Yeah, I think that's the trick, Marto, is rather than trying to pick the bottom, is to let the bottom be found by the market and wait for good signs of continued restored confidence, not just like a little bounce. So that's a reasonable point you bring up. Me, I'm an idiot. I'll catch falling knives, cut my hand off half the time doing it. But not playing with money I can't afford to lose, and I'm confident that long term I'll be back to above where I bought anything from. That's why I bought it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I know that feeling, Marto, because I often cut my hand off trying to catch that falling knife, man. Just split your orders if you're doing that, Marto. Just make sure you got a little bit of capital left in reserve, bro. It's the best way to do it. Phil Davis, the privacy coin would have to bridge somehow through a middleman and convert it to fiat in the short term. Through a middleman, convert it. Yeah, yep. Until one or more coins achieve a direct relationship with the terminal providers' banks, there will be a middleman. Yeah, a crypto bank. Yes, very good point, Phil. Seb picked it up at 30.5 cents, talking about Cardano. Hey, Hannah, Cardano have an update coming out within the next 24 hours, so could be something to look out for. Thank you. Hey, Hannah, good info. Guys, check out Ethereum. They will become the first crypto bank if they hit their roadmap targets. We did have a look at it on the show, actually, Phil. G'day, mates. Down with the government, up with crypto. Yes, dry goods spellweaver. Very good. BB Junkie said regarding Ledger, Nano Ledger, not hackable. It's just a weakness. If you're careful, it's still safe. Need to check address on screen is same as address that shows on the Nano. Thank you, BB. Good advice. So everyone who's using a Nano, please check that the address on the screen, i.e. computer, is the same on the address on the Nano that you're using. Phil Davis picked up 88 at 4 cents. Man, I passed on it at 1 cent. Maybe that's why I'm so bearish on it. Joel Ashton, hey Fish, any outlook for upcoming ICO you think will be good? Thanks, man. I haven't really been keeping a track of the ICO game. There was one on the Neo platform that we were all pretty bullish on. I'm not sure if that's released yet. I hadn't received any notifications. Other than that, I'll be looking pretty heavily into Icon ICOs. There's one in particular in there, but I'm not sure when it launches. I've only just started looking. I don't think it'll be a while yet. But we'll try and wrap that up again and look into some ICOs for 2018. For me, it's just been work lately, but I am coming to a place where I can actually start to incorporate some more research into my day. So I'll be starting to look for some ICOs that I think have really good potential. Hey, speaking of which, Q-Link started to bounce back really nicely as well. So that was good to see. I did suggest that the Q-Link trading competition based on volume, not just based on amounts accumulated, but based on the actual buyers and sellers, can often drive the price down. I saw it happen with Nulls when it went into a trading competition on Binance. So I don't know, maybe Q-Link's time to look at it with the bottoming out of the market. It might have taken further retracement as people, hammered the price down to get involved in the trading competition. Those who had Q-Link went, I'll try and win a Tesla, and just sold some off, and that caused the spiral. Along with the overall market correction, I think that's one that compounded further than it maybe should have. So, yeah, it was kicking back nicely last time I checked. Bill's in. How you going, mate? Good to see you. Any hardware wallet currently will be vulnerable in less than a year, I believe. Check out Hofu, the next generation of hardware wallet. Cool. Ledger tweeted, always verify your receive address on the device's screen by clicking on the monitor button. Thank you, Mark G. Do you know about Cliff High? And if so, what do you think about his web bot? Kane Thomas, I don't know about his web bot. Yes, I do know of Cliff High. I do know of his predictions that we will again see $13,000 Bitcoin and actually surpass that for the last time by the end of this month. That's bullish. But, the good thing is when I watched a bit of his, I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a bit of that report, and he'd done some actual figures behind it, which gave me increased confidence. The other thing is Crypto Daily put out a video this morning, and he actually chucked in that he showed some comparative dips over time and how they're saying like end of the world stuff at the time, but when you look at them now on the longer graph, they look like blips. They look like nothing. So that's another thing to consider. I mean, in 12 months' time, will this 20 grand down to 7 grand look like a blip? Could. If the price is sitting at 100K, it could. With regards to Ledger Nano, you always inform users of vulnerabilities immediately, transparency, so they may protect themselves until a patch is ready, but hackers follow news diligently. It's a fine line, isn't it, Ethercept? I see what you're saying, man. You do have a responsibility to inform the customer. I get that. But, shouting it out to all the hackers. I guess the thing is though hackers that are really savvy and capable of stealing or doing whatever they're doing through this vulnerability, they're probably going to be aware of it already, right? So I don't know that you're right. It probably just adds extra security rather than adding an extra weight to the threat. I'm still waiting for the Korean pump on ICX. I wasn't expecting such a big buy the rumor, sell the news reaction to the annual summit. Seb Fox, I don't think it was just, I don't think people were satisfied with the annual summit itself or the ICOs that were announced on it. I still got to go look into all of them. But people were underwhelmed with the results of Icon. The delays with a lot of things, and then the delay with mainnet has a lot of people asking the question, how ready are they? Now, I think they're just being cautious. I think they're being careful. And I think rather than rushing to get the maximum of the gold rush, which we saw, they're being responsible about the way they're launching. That's how I'm reading it. Perhaps that's because I'm biased. So please make your own decisions. And as always, not financial advice, guys. Information. I struggle to even call it entertainment purposes or information. You guys are just watching some dude talking in his lounge room. Sweet. Wow, QRC 26 cents. I might have to snag some. Yeah, Dry God Spellweaver, it actually dropped down to 20 and I snagged some. So yeah, got some good gains on that for me. I was pretty stoked. Third Man Crypto said, I saw an announcement that Vibe will be in a Super Bowl commercial tomorrow here in the States. Is the Super Bowl tomorrow? I didn't even know that. Who's playing? I might watch it. I know the rules and stuff. Like, I get how American football works. I know, like, I probably don't know the full-on intricate rules, but I understand the game enough to watch it. Quite enjoy it. So I might watch the Super Bowl. We get it free over here, I'm pretty sure, in Australia, actually. So, yeah, I'd heard that a while ago, Third Man Crypto, about the potential for a Vibe commercial. That'd be good to see. Could get lost amongst a lot of other interesting commercials on Super Bowl. I've heard some statistic that half the people only watch it for the commercials. Medi98, no, I do not. Medi98 has asked me, do you use the Exodus wallet? I really should go and find the email that I got from the CEO of Exodus. asking me never to use his products again because I didn't understand it, because I'd been in the crypto economy of all of 2 weeks. JP Richardson is a tosser. So no, I won't use his products. Absolute wanker. 100% virgin too. I've been holding vibe for a while, waiting for that Super Bowl commercial, said Seb. NZ Street Beats said, hungover in bed, night at the clubs, told everyone to buy Bitcoin, price should rise in a few hours. Yeah, because NZ has such a huge part of the world's population and wealth. NZ Street Beats. What, 4 million people? Memphis Lindsay said, late to the party. When will LitePay be launched? LitePay be launched. Oi. Oi. Mates, I think it's going to be this week. That's what the article said that we read at the start of this show. So in the next 7 days, hopefully. Hopefully the hackers stole $534 million worth of NEM coin last week have retired. I mean, how much money does anyone need? Yeah, it's a pretty good theft. You know, the thing is, crypto thefts have got to be well outpacing actual bank robberies. Like, the return on a crypto theft is quite high compared to bank returns. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone being successful in taking $533 million worth of cash out of a bank because they would need a semi-trailer. The American bond market looks awful. Crash. I heard bonds, stocks, everything looks in the toilet at the moment. I haven't actually had a look at it myself now. Crypto's coming back. Eagles, Patriots. Okay, cool. Who should I go for? I used to play rugby for the Gold Coast Eagles, so I'm going to go for the Eagles. There you go. Most Americans are mad at the NFL. It's going to die off. Why's that? I don't keep up with it. Yeah, that's the other thing. Elysium Core said, Exodus sucks. It's got high fees. How are you, dude? Wait, I'll get in contact with you as well, Elysium Core, because we're coming over to Nippon. So I want to catch up with you while I'm over there, man. I think we're in Tokyo for a few days. So, yeah, what's the NFL dying off for? I thought it was really popular. Anyway, 2 bills introduced in the Hawaiian Senate last week are aiming to define and include virtual currencies within domain of states' money transmitters act. Hey, there's plenty of good things going on. I think there's well, no one really knows what it's about. But is it the SEC that's having a meeting next week about it? Can't remember, but there's a meeting going on with one of the US authorities. A lot of rumors saying that it's how to best. I guess the optimistic rumors are that it's how to best regulate it. Yeah, Medi 98. They blew my mind, man. Like, I was bang new into the economy, lost $5 on a transfer, and it was internal wallet transfer in between Exodus wallet. So I don't know how I could affect that. You know how you can trade your currencies between the Exodus wallet. So I contacted them and said, hey guys, it's just gone. And they say, oh, well, there's nothing we can do about it. And I might have been a dickhead customer like I can be. And I said, well, don't tell me what you can't do. Tell me what you can do. And that's when JP got on and said, I'll pay you $5 to piss off and never use our platform again. And I'm really not even being over the top. His email was absolutely arrogant and brutal. And I was like, man, you're the CEO of a company. You've got a new customer. And that's the attitude you want to take. And then I smoked him with I've done a rap about it. I wrote a rap about it. I could do it live for you. I still remember it. But it's got a lot of swearing in it, so I might get in trouble for that. Seb said, blockchain Brad did a recent YouTube interview with the Icon CEO, Min Kim. He seemed very sharp and outlined the vision pretty well. It made me even more bullish. Yeah, I saw one with him a while back, Seb, back when they were at ICO, man, or just after they'd sold out on ICO. I saw an interview and I thought, yeah, this guy will be good. He gets it. Mark G said the Leafs and Bruins 1-1 in the first period. Thank you, mate. Haitian Lee, who does Elliott wave analysis, says that we're just coming to the end of wave 2 correction, and he's predicting 70 to 90k for wave 3 and 100k plus for his wave 5. Yeah, a lot of people are starting to talk those figures, Seb. I don't know what sort of time frames. I said yesterday, every time I say there's going to be a huge shakeout, it's going to take ages to restore. Every time I've said it historically, it's surprised me how quickly it bounced back. It has bounced back, and even the significance with the bounce we've had in the last 24 hours, provided it's still actually done it, is pretty impressive after such a big shakeout of confidence. Yeah, we'll do, Elysium Core. We're there end of Feb, man. I've got to check the dates, but end of Feb we'll be flying in. Look forward to it. Cliff High's webbot is as auditable and known to the world as BitConnect's algorithm. As far as I know, he has never ever published a partial old data set which would have zero value, but would allow analysis by data scientists such as myself to verify the integrity of the data. It is extremely hard to fake data sets. Humans are bad at it. Humans are bad at a lot of things. Have to sign off. See you, Ethercept. First in, first out. See you, mate. Concussion, most parents are not letting their kids play football. Okay, fair enough, Mike G. Can you imagine what it's like in Australia, man? Well, you're Canadian, so you guys play a bit of rugby as well, right? So we do the same thing without helmets. That's why I am like I am. I played rugby for like 15 years. Rocket said, I actually like football, but my trend analysis is that parents won't let kids play football because of concussion injuries and the kneeling controversy. Didn't know about it. The trend is the NFL will be soon. If passed, high SB 2853 and high SB 3082 would require those seeking to transmit virtual currencies in the state to have a license to do so. Hawaii citizens can't exchange fiat. Interesting. Joel, let me see if I can find it, man. Yeah, I'll bring it up. Joel's asked me to see the Exodus, email from JP Richardson. Yeah, man, I can bring it up. I'll admit I was a prick, but I'm the customer. I'm allowed to be a prick. So, yeah, he was a bigger prick, and he's the CEO of a company that clearly had problems with the platform because I still maintain to this day my money went missing in their system. Exodus, just searching for it. JP Richardson, here it is. Inbox on 8th of June, 2017. Let me just get it up first. So, okay. Here we go. I love how much bad airtime this guy's got over one dicky email. Probably thought he was the hottest shit in the world. Anyway, here it is. Yes, and I didn't know a whole lot, so I was probably asking stupid questions, but it's not a way to get people involved. Okay. Hi, Luke. Allow me to step in for Ryan. I'm JP, the co-founder of Exodus. Ryan offered you a solution that is common for these sorts of issues. It's usually the first step in troubleshooting. Also, I think we may have miscommunicated the value proposition of Exodus. There are things that we cannot do by design. This includes seeing and changing your account. To answer your question about losing a customer over $5, I will pay you $5 to never use Exodus again. All you need to do is provide us with a Bitcoin address, delete Exodus, and promise never to download Exodus again for the rest of your life. Deal, JP. So thank you for another opportunity to smoke JP Richardson. What a toss burger. Yes, it's a word. Rap with your big dog. Should I do it? Should I do the JP Richardson rap? I don't know if I can. I haven't done it in ages. If a person had $9,000 in PIVX coins, would it be worth selling those right now to try to get a whole Bitcoin? Serious question. Oh, Rocket, come on. You can't ask me about price points of PIVX. I think PIVX is a quality project. I put majority of my savings in there in terms of crypto savings. So Mark D said, hello, EOS Nation, EOS fan. EOS is better than NFL. NFL is for homosexuals, in his opinion. Temple Ray thinks if the NFL does die off, it'll be years from now. The NFL is still the most popular sport on television. Yeah, I think that's a fairly... I mean, there's some, like, people are nuts about their football, right? It'd be like if there was a big controversy in the AFL, the Australian Football League, completely different game to NFL, obviously. If there was a big controversy here, man, AFL nuts are still AFL nuts. Like people, they've done research, and like fanatical supporters experience the same level of grief when they lose a game that they're expected to win. They experience the same level of grief as losing a loved one. No shit. They've done a study on it. I was blown away. The emotions they go through are similar to, akin to, you know, losing a loved one. That's how nutty Australian Football League supporters are. Okay. BB said, BB's opinion, so I'm not breaking any rules. BB said, I'd be more bullish on PIVX doubling than BTC right now. PIVX was at 2x what it is now when BTC was under 18K. Yeah, I think BTC could be ramping up for a bull run. Might have bottomed out, I think. I'm going to wait for another day to confirm it and see how it trends. But I'm looking at putting fiat in for the first time in a long, long time. So yeah, I think it might have bottomed out. We'll see what happens. Ravi Kiran Kanjudkuri said, fly Eagles fly. Well, there you go. I'm going for the Eagles too. I don't even know who they are. But I used to play for the Gold Coast Eagles, so I feel connected. I met Mark Carroll a few times in Toronto. Used to play for the Rabbitohs. Guy is big as hell. Now he owns Spud's Gym in Woolloomooloo. Yeah, cool, man. Mark Carroll. Trying to picture him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, massive dude. Dave Taylor was one of the big dudes that used to live around this area. Go and look up Dave Taylor online. He's a mountain. I used to see him out in the surf. Made a surfboard look like a toothpick. He wasn't supposed to be out there, I found out, by the way. No on their contract. If they get injured doing like surfing or down at the beach, even walking down at the beach, they can get a lot of shit. So sorry, Dave. Hope no. Well, you know, are you playing anymore? I can't remember. Temple Ray said the NFL's not going anywhere. It makes too much money. The other thing is Temple Ray it's got an international audience. I mean, the audience isn't just based in the States. Like there are Australian television stations that run NFL, like every whatever day it is. So yeah, I agree. Mark G, I am bigger, 6'1", 245 pounds with a 600-pound bench, 800-pound squat. Woo. I'm about 160 pounds. Mountain of muscle I am. Oh, Rocket was trying to give me a chance to explain why PIVX is good. Man, I do that every day on the show. Anyone can just go and hit replay. But yeah, just price points are hard for me, Rocket. Like to say, go and, you know, PIVX is a good, like I can explain my own ideas. Like I was saying that I was looking for a specific ratio with Icon to PIVX. I didn't really say exactly what that ratio was. I just said I was looking for that ratio. So I can release loose strategies like that, but I'm not going to predict price points just because too much comes with it. I don't want to bring it back on the PIVX if I'm wrong. You know, that's not fair. So, yeah, it's the same with any of them, though. You really got to make your own decisions as well. But thank you for the opportunity. Temple Ray, what do you think Pillar price will go up to after the project comes out? Haven't even had a look at it, Temple Ray. Pillar. Last couple of months have been really busy for me. So it's been a little difficult looking at new projects. If it's one that's just coming out, there's a good chance I won't have had a look at it. Have you heard of Jordan B. Peterson? No, I haven't, Kane Thomas. Edgar Franco said, what did I miss? Not a whole lot, man. We talked a little bit about LitePay, and that's likely to be implemented or available in the coming days. Within the next week is the article we looked at. So it's a good move for Litecoin, man. It's what it's going to do is allow those allow merchants to convert LTC straight into fiat so that they can accept LTC and receive it as fiat into their account, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think it's a great move by Litecoin. I would say that's a good reason why we've seen it run up above the rate of the rest of the market, with that rumour to be released in the next 7 days. Oh God, got to get out of bed to discover I got baked beans everywhere, threw my house in a drunk rampage, carpet walls, screw you drunk me. Oh man, when I was living in Manchester, I woke up one morning after a night on Dominican rum, which was stupidly high percentage alcohol, and I was only a young kid. I was only 18. And I had thrown up everywhere. I had broke my friend's shower. I think I'd broken his toilet seat as well or something. I don't even know how I did that. So, yes, I've been there, NZ Street Beats. I feel for you. Not a big drinker these days, man. I very rarely drink. Rooting for the Patriots so Tom Brady can get his 6th Super Bowl ring. Is that dude still playing? Man, how old is he now? He's like the Kelly Slater of NFL. Evergreen. Anyone know any new privacy tokens out there that are about to hit an exchange or are in ICO stage? Nah, not off the top of my head, Mark G. All I am said, hey, bro, let Litecoin rule the world. It's good, so why not? I don't think any one coin should rule the world. I think it's good to have choice. And I think it stunts development if we just go down one path. We have to go down multiple paths to figure out the best way. That's what I think. So, yeah, I like Litecoin. I think they've made some really good moves. Every time it seems like Bitcoin is again catching up in terms of technology and ease of use and actually making it available in real world situations. Steam, for example, Bitcoin got booted, LTC got accepted. Every time they make moves like that, I get more bullish on it for sure. But I still don't think it's one coin to rule them all. This is not Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Coins. Hey Fish, any thoughts on Kanya Coin, a decentralized marketplace for services through smart contracts using multiple cryptocurrencies? Apparently has already been a working business in Australia. Kanya. No, I haven't heard of him, man. I saw him popping up on KuCoin. They're on KuCoin, right? But I haven't had a look at it. Pillar has been out for 7 months. You should have a look at it. Okay, we haven't had. Have we had a look at one today? I don't think we have. Let's do it, Temple Ray. Tom Brady's 40. Yeah, Kelly Slater's like 43, dude. Temple Ray, we're going to have a look at one for you. Pillar. Let's go and have a look and see what this Pillar thing's about. Let me just get rid of my email and then go Pillar. Okay, Pillar, PLR. All right, found it. I'll bring you over to screen share. Okay, Pillar, $319 million market cap, $1.41 in US dollars, 15,427 Satoshi, and 147,256 Vitalics. We've got $900,000. It's a pretty low volume. $1 million for a $300 million market cap. That's a low volume for that size market cap. 227 million Pillar with a total supply of 800 million. Okay. Fairly flat and then pumped with the rest of the market in December. It's been on an upward trend ever since. Let's go and have a look at the project and see what it's all about. I have not seen this one before. Your data, your life. We want people around the world to take back control of their personal data. We are building the world's best cryptocurrency and token wallet that will become the dashboard for your digital life. Okay, without Pillar, with Pillar. Okay. Wallet. Your Pillar wallet starts by helping you store and manage cryptocurrencies and tokens. Eventually, it will hold all your digital assets and open a world of products and services just for you. Atomic ownership. With atomic ownership, you own your own data. There are no intermediaries. You share only what you want to share. You're in control at all times. Services. We believe apps are a trap for your data and your attention. While the Pillar wallet, with the Pillar wallet, you say what you're looking for and offers and services come to you on demand. No more apps. Cool. Pillaristas are technologists, creatives, designers, researchers, and marketers who share a collective vision of a secure and decentralized future. If you fit this description, get in touch. Join us and contribute to the Pillar vision. Our growing community of over 17,000 volunteers is where the action takes place. Sign up, find your channel, and help us build the future. Careers. We want talented people who are aligned with our purpose. If you're a senior developer, designer, generalist, marketer, or just someone passionate about our mission, we want to meet you. See our roles. I like this. Asking for community involvement. I like that. Pioneers. Show us how you fit in the Pillar wallet. We've launched a series of competitions to find the best ideas from you. Choose the things you love and show us how your world is going to look and feel in the Pillar wallet. It's pretty cool. Get some stuff out. White paper, wallet, contests, careers. Just moving down here. About Pillar, tokens, media kit. Okay, cool. Here's a bit more info. Let's have a read of this. The Pillar project is a collaboration of the blockchain innovation community of 2030. We want to get rid of old ways of thinking applied to new technology. While most people are busy building decentralized apps, we questioned the idea of apps in general and decided it was time to go in a new direction. The people listed here have joined because they are passionate about the project. We hope you will join us too. After a successful token sale, the Pillar project is focused on product development. We're working on building a next generation consumer Pillar wallet, tools and processes for business to reduce their GDPR compliance efforts, and improved Pillar Blockchain Explorer. Purpose: to empower individuals through decentralized technology and ownership of their personal data. Mission: to build it and deliver the blockchain-based wallet that will evolve to become your personal digital assistant. Values: hiring through volunteering and alignment with our purpose, building and maintaining a culture of radical openness, trust, and joy. Team. Cool. You'd have to go check out those individuals. Looks all right, though. I want to see a white paper. Is there a white paper for this thing? There's a newsletter. You can subscribe to that. Interesting. Data's a big business. And I think more people are wanting to protect their data as well and have control over their data, which on the face of it sounds like at least one of the value propositions being offered by the Pillar project. So it does sound interesting, man. Thanks for bringing it to our attention. I'm going to have a better look at that one, though. Want to know if there's a white paper? Universal Vibes TV thinks there's a Pillar fan as well. Said, don't sleep on Pillar, revolutionary. Solid Team won't release wallet unless it's watertight. Ethos came out at about the same time and their wallet is not out yet. Yeah, cool. I might have a bit more of a look into that one. Stacking N doesn't get the appeal. Says I just don't get the draw of Pillar. There are many ways to store coins securely. I think it's offering more than that though, stacking 9mm. And welcome to the debate. I sort of went backwards on that debate. Back to live now. Pillar will have KYC, but it's up to you to use if you don't have to be able to use the wallet. Okay, cool, Temple. Pillar starts with volunteers and makes selected ones full-time employees. Cool. Pillar predicted to go 1-to-1 with Ethereum in price. What's the market? What's Pillar's market circulating supply? What? Do you know what that would take its market cap to? Unit? Like who said that? Sorry, 1-to-1 with Ethereum. Do you know what that would take its market cap to? Higher than the whole crypto economy. Higher than the highest of the whole crypto economy. It's got 800 million in the total supply. If it was to achieve a 1,000 price per coin, you'd be looking at $800 billion. That's like as high as the whole crypto economy's been at any one time. So to predict that sort of price point for Pillar is maybe a little bit over the top. That was Cliff High that predicted to go 1-to-1 with Ethereum in price. Yeah, he's bullish on it. Cool. Pillar 160,000 sats or $100.45 only on Cryptopia and Heat BTC. I'm still saying 1-to-1 with Ethereum means it's going to have to do the maths on it. Even if you just go off circulating supply, I don't know how quickly the rest of those coins hit the market. That's the thing. Does anyone know when the rest of those coins? Like, okay, so if you said we'll go off the circulating supply instead of the total supply, you're still going to need to get to a market cap of like $227 billion for that coin. It's going to have to surpass Bitcoin. If we're talking about market caps, fine, but to say it's going, like when it's got a total supply that's 10 times Ethereum's total supply, or roughly from memory, let's call it 8 times, whatever. That just seems like an excessive price prediction. I could be wrong. Stephen Milner, anybody else get in on Elastos? No, I did not. Temple Ray, Pillar is going to have Shapeshift also. You will be able to turn your Bitcoin into Ethereum. Cool. Seb said, does Cliff give a timeline? Universal Vibe said, this is the cryptosphere. It's still unrealistic, man. I could be eating my words, all right? I'm not going to go out and make a stupid statement that I'll eat my own junk if it happens. I'm not an idiot. Well, I'm an idiot, but I still don't want to eat my own junk. So I'm not going to make that bet. But, I mean, when you do the maths on that, it has to reach $227 billion. That's a lot. Stacking 9M said maybe he was saying that when Ether was $300. Well, no, because he's made an Ether to Pillar prediction. He's made a ratio prediction there, like I do with Ether and Bitcoin. I say 5-to-1. I'm not going to tell you what the prices are going to be when that happens, or if that happens. That's just based on my predictions and my mathematics. That's what I've come up with, is a 5-to-1 Ether to Bitcoin ratio. So he's called it as a 1-to-1 Pillar to Ether ratio. And I'm saying I don't see it happening. I could be wrong. Oh, okay, he's talking about market cap. All right, cool. Temple Ray brings things back into perspective a little bit better, doesn't it? Because otherwise it's just, you get into ridiculous figures. Pillar is going to make their own cell phones also. They're going to have all kinds of stuff. Cool. I've met plenty of gunners in my life. That's my only problem. I like seeing doers. Yeah, Stephen Milner, I'm sort of with you. He said he's probably means market cap, but still, even at that. When you look at these altcoins and their huge supply, it seems to bode well for BTC with only 21 million coins and likely 10 to 20% of that loss from people losing private keys. Cliff High is all hype, says Blue Collar Crypto. It's a simple +3.2 fib projection. Yeah, it's great for the breakout phase. Won't time the corrections. Elliott wave with fib-based price point. Cool. At least he's putting some maths behind it and proven trading theories, you know. So. Man, I don't know. I've only just, like, that's a real hard one for me, Rocket, because I've only just looked at Pillar. So I'd have to actually go read the white paper and do a bit more investigation and find out why it's going to go one-to-one with Ethereum. But Rocket's asked, do you think it would be a smart trade to move $9,000 worth of Pillar for a Bitcoin right now during this Bitcoin dip? Serious question. Look, I do think Bitcoin is one of the better buys in the economy right now. I will say that. Because with SegWit and Lightning Network coming out, they can probably bring their own payment system in fairly quickly to mimic and replicate what Litecoin are doing, the same way as Litecoin were first to move on SegWit. If it's successful, Bitcoin will probably mimic it. So there's no reason with fast, cheap transactions why Bitcoin can't have a really good 2018. Makes sense, right? I think so. Temple Ray said someday Pillar might be worth $1,000, like $1,000 a coin, but it'll be years from now. And I'm guessing you're probably thinking that Ethereum will be over $1,000 a coin in years from now, assuming that it's going to survive and stay around and continue to be developed. Really? Bitcoin dipping further, I think, to 5K or less. Let me have a quick look at the market, and then I will check out as well. But I just want to see which way we're trending. Did I actually come back from... Yeah, I did. From screen share. I always forget to do that. Well, I don't know, Steve. I don't think it'll be that dramatic, man. Stephen Milner's asked, the question is, will Bitcoin go on a run like December and take back its market share that it's lost? Oh, you mean like, yeah, okay, it's market share, okay, so it's actual dominance. It's a real good question, man. Has been slowly creeping up. Good thing to keep an eye on. Well done to Stephen Milner. 34.6% here. Let me just do a quick update. Yeah, it's a good point, man. Could be time for Bitcoin to take back a bit of dominance. I think long-term the dominance will slide. I'm going to stick by that theory because of blockchain being implemented in other industries not using Bitcoin specifically. And if that's successful, that should continue to dilute the market share, not necessarily the price, because the overall pie can get bigger. 442 looks steady to me. Looks fairly steady. A little bit down in the last hour by the looks of this. Let me just... Yeah, 1% on Bitcoin. Litecoin's still going up, guys. It's back in the trend. I reckon it could continue, could stay bullish, Litecoin. We'll see what happens. But I think more and more people find out about LitePay. Tondi, how's the surf been? Mate, you have to ask someone who actually gets time to get out there. It's been big and messy now. I look at Z-Bar this morning and it's just a mess. The points are okay. It's like dropped down to like 2 to 3 foot on the points, but it's a circus. It's Sunday and the World Tour's coming to town. So all the pros are in here. So it's a bloody circus. I'd be better off grabbing my bodyboard and going to Wet and Wild, surfing in the wave pool or going down one of the water slides. I might head down. Tanya's competing down at Foster next weekend, or like during the middle of the week. She starts down at Boomerangs, and I actually made the final down there in a big competition last year in DK. What was it? No, it was the year before last. It was at the Jeff Wilcox Memorial Competition. Big drop me event. A lot of international competitors there as well. Came up against Yuki Yamada from Japan in the final, and a couple of local boys as well. A couple of Aussie boys, Grant Maloney, and of course Gary Thatcher, my nemesis. Yeah, and Gaz took it out. It started with just an awesome run for him. He didn't lose a comp for so long until like 2 weeks ago. He lost up at the Sunshine Coast to Curtis Parker, who can ride. So yeah, it's been pretty all right though. But yeah, I want to go down and watch Tanya because that's where that beach is where I made finals at Wilcox, which was a big result in an international event. So might go down and cheer her on. Anyone into Elf? Says Mark G. D is. D's got some Elf. How's the boys? Don't ask, Geordie. I had the cops around here the other day, man. Seriously, my house got broken into with dudes with axes. I'm not kidding. This is what I had to cut off my stream a few days ago. My house got broken into with guys with axes who beat the shit out of the guys downstairs. Literally scared the crap out of everyone, including my neighbours. So unfortunately not good. And I do have eviction notices for the boys downstairs because I'm not putting up with that shit. So there you go, a bit of drama at the end of Fish's show. Lacey Treegarden said, hey, Fish, have you noticed how people use a DGD as the new safe haven during the dip? Very useful. It moves exactly opposite of BTC. It's interesting because it's based on gold, right? DGD, DigiDAO. It's based on gold, I think, is my understanding. So it was one of the things that I was talking about back when I first got into Bitcoin, when I was trying to convince my mentor to come over with me to the crypto economy instead of staying in that old fiat game that he is still in. How are you doing, by the way, this year? Because I'm probably kicking your ass. Anyway, I was trying to convince him to come over, and we talked about the potential for an inverse relationship between gold and BTC. So if it's a gold-based crypto, that would make sense. Kelly Slade said, hi from Florida. Kelly Slade from Florida. Kelly Slater's from Florida, I think, originally, is he not? Hey, Fish, have you... Oh, sorry. Yeah. The other problem I had with Lacey Treegarden, the other problem I have with DigiDAO is transparency. Like, same with Tether. How do we know that they're... like the currency's actually being represented by the gold? That is the one I'm thinking of, right? DigiDAO. Do you have Wet and Wild in Australia? Yes, we do, Kelly Slade. We have one on the Gold Coast, man. There's one in Sydney as well. But I've been going to Wet and Wild since I was a little nipper, little tucker. Used to love it when I was a kid. I went there recently, actually. Like 18 months ago, it'd be the most recent theme park I've been to. It would have been 12 months ago, actually, because it was for a friend's birthday. And that friend's having her birthday again soon. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Obviously, I'm a water person, so spending all day in the water is good for me. I'm into Elf. It's more Singaporean ICX than Golem or Sonam. Okay, cool. Thanks, Seb. Kelly Slade, 1 troy ounce. Is that what it is? Because okay, that's making more sense now. I was doing the figures in my head, and it's like 1 ounce of gold is 1 gram, but it's $400 a coin or whatever. That doesn't make sense. And then I was like, no, it must be troy ounce, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, the price seems right. US dollar tether seems right as well, because it keeps bouncing around the dollar mark. Doesn't mean they've got all those dollars sitting in a bank somewhere. And I think we're about to find out that they don't, because they've been subpoenaed. I don't like to laugh, but, you know, if it's a scam, it needs to come to an end before it really hurts even more people. So, yeah, that's my only concern with DigiDAO. Do they have any auditing processes that are transparent to show that they actually have the gold? Yeah, cool, Tondi. Neo is going to be crazy. I am not in yet. I got Neo. Temple Ray said, I think Neo will be a 5-figure coin someday. 5 figures, 10 grand. That would take its market cap to 600 billion or something like that. I can't remember. It might be more than that. I don't know. That's lofty. We'll see what happens. Depends on how rapid the transition into crypto is from fiat, because I think the transition is coming. How long it takes, I have no idea. Whether it will be partial initially, whether it will. I think eventually, honestly, the fiat system as we know it is probably not going to last forever. That's the maths. So seems like cryptocurrency seems to be in the best position to be a successor. So it depends on how much of the world's wealth, the world's assets are actually traded in or held in crypto, to see whether we can get those sorts of figures for single coins. You know, those sorts of market caps for single coins. We'll see. Troy ounce is 31 grams. No, a gram of gold is under $100, and the coin is hot over $400 per coin. See, that doesn't make sense to me. Why would I go and buy a crypto that represents gold at 4 times the price of actually going and buying physical gold? That really doesn't make sense, does it, Kelly Slade? Does that make sense to you? Help me understand that. Yeah, I heard they had a partnership with Maker as well. Seb, good extra information, man. Yeah, and to be honest, Maker did better than Tether through in terms of holding a stable price. So I think they will become the successor to Tether. It's just with, like, again, if it's backed on gold, I want to know that the gold's there. Temple Ray's not a big fan of Tron. Mark G asked about Tron. Me, I don't know. I got soured with that whole white paper thing. Plus, it just seemed like there was, like, I read this report and I read this analysis of the crypto economy and coins that had gone different directions in terms of some people doing the work and then going and asking for money, and some people asking for money so that they can go and do the work. And Tron, to me, felt like one that were asking for the money so they could go and do the work, and it seemed like an excessive amount of money. So to me, it got well overvalued. There was no like mainnet or anything, was there, for Tron? I don't know. Lisk is set to take off, says Elysium Core. I've been in Lisk since $2.50, bro. $2.50, somewhere like that. So I'm stoked. Yeah, Lisk has done real well. Did you see Rise? The Forker list took a massive hit yesterday, down like 50% against BTC, and BTC was dropping. So it took a absolute pummeling yesterday. I don't know what that was about. I never looked into it. I only got a bit of it. Platforms are a good play this year. Thanks, Pablo. DDG went up 250% during the dip. Yeah, well, it wouldn't surprise me if it went up that much against BTC, but as long as the actual gold that it's representing still, like, that's the thing. I could take the money, put it into fiat currency, and go down the road and buy gold at the pawnbrokers who ripped me off for a better price than what DigiDAO are currently offering me. If I've got if I'm understanding that right. That's why I don't understand it. Only 1% of the population is in cryptocurrency, I think. Temple Ray, I'd heard 1.5%. So yeah, you know, we still got a long way to go. Imagine if we go to 10%, imagine if 10% of people hold some crypto. That's 10x from here. And it's not inconceivable, is it? I don't think it's inconceivable. That's what a lot of my figures when I was early in the economy were based on. 10% of the world's wealth actually coming into crypto. Now, I'm not talking about 10% of the world's wealth even. I'm just talking about 10% of people holding some crypto. But I'm as bullish as to be able to see 10% of the entire world's wealth coming into crypto at some stage. And perhaps more. Mark G wants to know how high Elysium Core sees Lisk going. And Elysium Core said, Mark G, considering all they have planned, triple digits is the target. Decent marketing, Japanese exchange, rebrand. Lisk held well in this dip. It certainly did, Elysium Core. It was resistant. This rebranding's been coming for a long time. It better be good. It better be like super fun happy coin or something. No, scrap that. That's mine. Trademark fish. But no, it better be a wicked rebranding, man, because it's been the most bloody anticipated rebranding in the crypto economy. But yeah, I like Lisk. I think they've set up well in Europe as well. They're German-based, aren't they? Like the dev team there, Elysium Core. I think they are. Anyway, nobody knows anything for sure. All you can do is research. It's all just a guess. That's it, Temple Ray. You can keep like it can be an educated guess if you do your research, or it can be a flat out throw a dart and pick one. William Yates. Yates's in. Just buy gold. There is no value added in crypto gold. I agree, Yatesy. I agree, dude. Plus, I think there's a risk. There's an inherent risk that the gold's not actually there. Kelly Slade, less than 1% of people involved in crypto own a whole Bitcoin. Maybe be more after the last few days. Yeah, has it got a bit cheaper? Roland Carl, I feel like when fiat does come crashing down, governments bring out their own centralized crypto or even a Euro-style multi-country crypto and shift assets to those just to thumb their nose at us. I don't doubt that, Roland Carl. And I don't doubt there will be major pressure applied on us crypto enthusiasts in the meantime from several different angles. We've got to be ready for that and we've got to accept it. Well, you are, Seb. And I never did in technology stuff either, man. Seb said I never thought I'd be one of the 1%. You're talking about a guy who only got a smartphone 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whatever it was. No, it's a bit longer than that now. But, man, I was on like a black and white phone for a long time. So, yeah, for me to be in the first 1% of what I says will be a revolutionary, it's technology-based. I guess it intrudes into the area of finance, which is how I first got into it. But I've never been at the front of a technological development in my life. I still haven't seen a movie in 3D. Is today Monday, Wilkie? I was going to go on Monday, dude. Did she at work today? I could have gone in today. So that's when I'm going to see Sab. You could just message me, not interrupt crypto chat for that. Roland Carr, but sophistication and innovation in crypto by that point may make that plan backfire. You can buy gold on JD Bullion with Bitcoin here in the US. Yeah, see, that'd be a better play for me. Actually buy the gold. Hold it physically. Yeah, I've seen it growing in popularity over there, Leslie. Tree Garden. I started having a quick look at it, man, but I haven't really sunk my teeth into it yet. Have you checked out Electrofish? Supposedly 4 times the transactions of Rayblox. We have had a look at it on the show. I remember there being Privacy Coin, Proof of Stake model. Is that the one? It's got a purple logo from memory. I remember I can't remember. I'd have to have a look at it. I have had a look at it before, Modified Mafia, but it didn't get me, like I'm trying to consolidate. So to buy into a new coin, I have to be blown away. I think most people will be in cryptocurrency will be future millionaires. Well, temporal rate might not even be measured in sense that you might be I reckon most people in now are going to be 0.1 BTCers for sure. You're a 0.1 BTCer. Oh wow, cool. Like it won't even be measured in dollars, right? The 1% fiat crew will try to put pressure on the 1% crypto crew. It will be a battle of the 1%ers. You don't read messages. No, that's probably true, Wilkie, because I get about 1,000 of them a day. Kelly Slade, yes, Trinity. I've watched the developer actually use the app and it's very cool. Cool. Yester Junak, have you investigated Byteball? Oh, I'm going to throw over to Blue Collar Crypto now because he's about to start his show. That's Joseph Garnier, aka Dr. Byteball. He's very bullish on the Byteball project, and I think that's a good opportunity to throw over to his channel now. So Blue Collar Crypto is in the chat now. I think, is that the name of your show? Oh, I'm just doing it now, Blue Collar Crypto. How good's that? Yes, so I can give you a shout out, man. If you want to go and talk Byteball and get an in-depth conversation going about that and ask some questions, Blue Collar Crypto is about to go live. So jump over there and have a chat. That's the name of the show, right? Joseph? Blue Collar Crypto? I'm assuming it is. So jump over. He's about to hit live. I'm going to jump over myself because I've never actually seen him. Get to see what Blue Collar Crypto is about. And I'm going to throw some stupid Byteball questions and silly comments at you, Joseph Garnier. So I look forward to it. Yeah, it's got a lot of good features, man. I've spoken fondly about Byteball on this program, Yester Junak, but I'd just like to give this opportunity for Blue Collar Crypto. He's doing his first stream today. So you get to be in his first ever crypto show, and I'll pass to him now. So I'm going to sign out, guys. It's been good having a chat. I'm going to pop over and watch Dr. Biteballs, Blue Collar Crypto, and see if I can throw some questions at him to annoy him in his first live stream. Blue Collar Crypto, cool dude. All right, guys, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. It's been fun for a chat. Good to see the market kicking back. Let's hope we see another day of green to confirm that the trend has reversed and we're going back on the way up. Good on you, Yatesy. You studied all night. You're a legend. Oh, it is PIVX quiz day. I totally forgot. Oh, Yatesy, why didn't you remind me at the start of the show, dude? Oh, I feel like a dick. Can we do it? We're going to have to do it tomorrow because I've already crossed it. I'll tell you what, I'll do 3 PIVX tomorrow. 3 PIVX. 3 different winners of 1 PIVX. Sorry, Yatesy. I stuffed up, dude. Oh, you should have reminded me earlier. I'm not blaming you. It's my fault. Tomorrow. 3 PIVX. 1, 2, 3 questions. One will be bodyboarding related. One will be cryptocurrency related. And one will be Australian related. There you go. Okay? So there's your topics for tomorrow. 1 PIVX to the winner. Make sure you subscribe. And hit the notification button so you can be involved in tomorrow's quiz. You'll be here, Yatesy. Good to see you, man. All right, cool, guys. I'm going to pass over to Biteballs now. Go and check out Blue Collar Crypto for his first ever crypto stream. Good luck, Joseph Gunnier. Break a leg, man. Catch you all later.